Cześć, siemano, z tej strony Wojtek. Kolejny wywiad z Gymkhana Grid. Z Gymkhany, nagrany podczas dnia mediowego. Tym razem będzie to chyba najdłuższa rozmowa, jaką udało mi się wtedy nagrać. A mianowicie jest to rozmowa z Woodhamem, który wygrał wielokrotnie tą imprezę.
Yeah, hi. First time in Poland?
Second time in Poland.
Second time.
Yeah, I came over for the Speedway, which was insane.
Yeah.
And the Polish fans are incredible. Incredible. I've never heard so much noise and cheering. So, yeah, it's really nice to be here. Yeah, I'm having a really good time, to be honest. The Polish drivers are fantastic drivers, really nice people. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the rest of today and tomorrow and seeing what that brings.
Yeah. Any predictions about the event?
Yeah, this is a difficult one because there's so many good drivers. I'm rooting for my boy Bagsy.
Yeah.
He's been consistent and he's fast, so if he can hold it together, then he's got a good chance. Daigo has a good chance. I think he's got a little bit more speed yet. And I reckon a bit of a Polish surprise will jump up and shock a few people. Yeah, I reckon there's been a few developments, I think, overnight. There's been a lot of car tweaking and a lot of people taking it serious. And I know the Polish are very, very good at the technical side of things with the car and car setup and stuff. So, yeah, I reckon it's going to be an interesting one.
Any thoughts about Bartosz Stałowski, the handless driver?
Fantastic. I've worked with him before. So we've done some filming about 3 or 4 years ago now for Top Gear.
Yeah.
And I was one of the judges watching him drive, and nothing but respect for that guy and what he does. It is absolutely incredible, and it warms your heart to see him drive and enjoy himself, and to overcome what he's gone through is absolutely amazing. So I think if people could take, you know, just a little bit of motivation from him and what he's gone through and how far he's come, it makes day-to-day life a lot better if you look at it like that. He is an incredible guy.
You saw any other Polish drivers?
Hipkey,
Yeah.
could be good. Yeah, he's definitely one to watch. And I probably pronounced his name wrong, but the blue S14, Bartosz Stałowski, is it? He was qualified third or fourth, I think he did.
All right.
He's going to be a naughty driver. Yeah, he's one that's going to be. Yeah, you got to watch out for him.
Yeah. Let's talk about the car. You have some issues.
Yeah, so obviously every year Gymkhana Grid progresses and it opens its doors to new drivers, which is fantastic because it makes the sport more competitive and you get a huge audience from it. Obviously, knowing that we're coming to Poland and there's going to be fast and competitive drivers, we had to step the game up. So unfortunately we just ran out of time. And I didn't get any testing, so my testing was yesterday on the track. That was it. So I drove the car on and off the trailer, and then that was it. So on my part, I couldn't have done any more. I done my absolute utmost to make sure I came here with a competitive package, and unfortunately, I didn't expect it to be so warm. We were 30 degrees plus, and the car. The temperature just kept rising, the water temperature kept rising, so we couldn't control that. And then on the plus side, in the evening when the ambient temperature dropped, we managed to get 2 runs in qualifying, but that was the only 2 runs I managed to do. So unfortunately, we were too late to the battle. So yeah, my fault, but I can't do anything apart from now move forwards and make the car better. And we're going to go and try and do some testing today in free practice and the media ride along, so just to see what we can do.
It's hard to get the car from factory straight to track.
Yeah, it's, you know, it was on the dyno twice and everything was fine.
Yeah.
But then unfortunately it didn't have 30-degree heat you know, and no forward. The thing is with Gymkhana is you're on and off the throttle so much, and you're in a confined space, and you don't have much airflow. So whereas like drifting, you're doing 70 to 100 kilometers an hour or more drifting, and you have that airflow. You don't have that with Gymkhana. So it's something I think we need to take into consideration. We need a lot bigger cooling fans and radiators and stuff to kind of compensate, especially with the cars now. We're running 600 horsepower plus, so mine's 630, so it's a lot, you know. So my other engine, my old engine, which was like reliable and good, it was 350 horsepower, so it wasn't making all that heat. So you know, you live and learn. You live and learn.
You see standings, you see tables. What do you think? Who will win?
Good morning in the morning.
All in the all-wheel drive, it'll be close between Ollie and Petter. In the rear-wheel drive, there'll be a Polish driver on the podium for sure. For sure. I don't know what step they'll be on, but they'll be on the podium, and I'd like to say Daigo will be on the podium, and if Bagsy holds it together, he's going to be a strong contender as well. So my top three would be Daigo or Bagsy for first place maybe, and a Polish for third.
Do you see some videos about with Polish drivers, with the drift scene? You have any thoughts about it?
I watch a lot of motorsport, so I've seen a lot of driving, especially like drift masters, and the level of drivers there, especially Polish drivers. You know, like Grzegorz Hipki in his car, and we knew when we see the driver lineup, I said to my mate, I said, we need to watch this guy. You know, he knows how to set a car up. His BMW is very fast.
Little monster.
There's lots of little monsters out here. That's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. But it's all good fun. Everyone's been great. I love it. You can go and talk to people. Everyone helps each other out. It's really nice and refreshing to be here. So it's good. I just want to be driving in the final.
You have opportunity to see Warsaw or just?
Yeah, last night we went out to Warsaw. We did the press conference and then we went out to dinner afterwards. Fantastic city, really nice. And we had the little lime scooters. There's about 15 of us back to the hotel on the scooter, so that was quite fun.
Little lime gang.
That's it. Yeah. I actually won that race, so that was good.
Great. So this is the last event. Any plans for next year, next season?
Yeah, this is the last event for Gymkhana Grid this year. Big plans, huge plans. So we're going to have a busy year, get the car dialed in. This has kind of fueled me now, it's angered me a bit to get things 110%, so we can push forward and do a few championships. So I'd like to say I'll do a couple of rounds of Drift Masters next year, that'd be great. Start with the British Drift Championship. And do as many Gymkhana events as possible. So I'll be scoping out the map and seeing what events are around and what countries, and then we'll just make the voyage over and do some competitions. So it's for me, just driving seat times is needed. So
next season of Gymkhana Grid.
Yeah, big year probably. Probably a bigger event again. Probably a bigger circuit again with more drivers and track. What do you think about track here in Poland? It's incredible. It is the biggest one to date, for sure. The run-in, the start line, it's quite scary. And you sit there and you can't even see the first corner. And you're just like, okay. And obviously now with the power I have, you kind of get down there fairly quick. But it's a difficult one because it's quite open. So you have to really visually look at where you're going and what you're doing, because one mistake, because you're going so quick, coming up to some of the obstacles, one mistake is that, and that's it, you're gone. So if you decide that you have to know in your head 100% where you're going, any doubt, like I had a bit of doubt, you make a mistake. So.
And I see this track, this Gymkhana Grid track, is very technical. It's not so drift friendly.
Yes. So we tried the limited runs I had. We tried to drift through the first corner to see what, but then I couldn't try different settings on the car to see what would work and what wouldn't because we would just get too hot. So we've lacked a lot of track testing here. But the laps I've done, probably 3 laps, 4 laps total, it felt good. The track flows nicely. I think it's a lot longer compared to last year. We were at like a 2 minute, I think it's like a 2:05 combined time, when now you're over 3 minute combined time. So you're over a minute longer. So it's great for the fans because you get an extra minute racing per round.
Yeah.
But it's harder for the drivers, it's harder for the cars, it's harder for the tyres. You know, it's you have to kind of meet in the middle with settings. So you go full grip, then the tyres will go off towards the end for the second run. They'll be overheating, so then you lose grip. Or you dial a little bit of grip out, so then maintain the grip through, but then you lose speed. Do you know what I mean? Or you adjust your driving so you don't drift around, and then sometimes it's slightly slower. So you have to juggle and play the game.
Yeah, we saw yesterday, 2 days ago, one driver crashed.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's overcome the speed and
into the wall? Was it the one into
yes,
the? Yeah,
yes, this
Subaru. Yeah,
yeah.
I walked through the pits and I see the damage, and I haven't seen the crash, but
it's pretty dramatic.
Okay, so I see the car, but I didn't see the crash. But I know, I can understand why, for sure.
Yeah.
It's for people who are new to Gymkhana, you are travelling at a good speed now, coming into the circuit especially. There's 3 sections where you gain speed. The entry into turn 1 is quick, and then you have a section from about turn 4 out to turn 5 when you go back up to the concrete wall. That's quick. And then after like the containers and you come down, that's another quick section.
Yeah.
So you know you're travelling at some pace, and then you have to scrub all the speed off to get around the obstacle. So yeah, it's a challenge.
And the layout I heard yesterday in paddock is pretty hard to memorize.
Yeah.
You have any problems with this?
Yes, because I haven't had time to concentrate on learning the circuit. I've been worrying about how my car's set up and the cooling issues we've had. So I've had to take my eye off the map basically. So I found in my qualifying run, I had the left lane fine, and then I would have to, when we changed lanes, I was picking the map up in the car and looking at the map just to refresh my mind. It's that technical. You almost need a co-driver in there now. It's getting that big.
Yeah, but you've got almost all drivers have spotters. Yeah, it's very helpful.
It's helpful if your spotter knows the circuit as well. My guy has been working really hard to try and help me get this car right. So even he doesn't know the circuit because we haven't had time to look at it. So yeah, he can't be telling me where to go because he doesn't know himself.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Lovely. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.